It's all about love today, and Manitobans are expressing their love of our country ahead of tomorrow's Flag Day. The Canadian flag is celebrating its 60th anniversary. All of Canada's living former prime ministers are calling on Canadians to express their national pride by showing the white and red flag. And Canadians are expressing their love for Canada in a big way, buying Canadian flags in drove. Joining us now from the Winnipeg Flag Shop is Matthew Hobson. Good morning, Matthew.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now, this flag shop has been around in Winnipeg for 30 years,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
So you are in a newer location, but you've been in here for a long time.
We just opened up on Osborne here in March, and we love the new location, and the customers have found us here recently.
Where were you before?
On Pembina Highway,
okay,
so just 5 minutes away.
So this is a like more centralized location. Since all of this stuff has been going on with the U.S. and the threat of tariffs happening over our heads, what have you been seeing?
A huge surge of people coming in and getting flags for their houses, their businesses.
And we're talking like you've never seen numbers like this.
Yeah, so our busiest time of year is typically the lead up to Canada Day, which
right.
You would expect. But Flag Day has never really been something on people's radar, and the sales this week have far exceeded what we would normally see going into Canada Day.
So you brought a flag with you.
I
This
did.
is made in-house.
Yep.
What makes the Canadian flag so special?
So the Canadian flag is used as an example of great flag design. It is a simple design, it is a unique design, and it's recognizable around the world. We've got the maple leaf, which was designed with all the provinces in mind and the territories at the time, and then the simple red and white.
I love it. I mean, we all love it, right? It's a real sense of pride. But then the former prime minister stepped up and said, listen, guys, we need to show some pride for our flag that is celebrating 60 years tomorrow. And since that time, what kind of response have you seen?
We've seen a huge surge in customers coming to our store. Typically, we see people coming in and buying flags for their flagpoles, for their houses and cottages, especially in the spring.
Yeah.
But everyone wants to fly these in their windows, in their apartments, on their balconies. We sold quickly out of all our small stick flags and that sort of thing.
So for your business, what does this mean?
This means we got to get back to sewing flags and get back to stocking things up here.
And in fact, this flag here, you made last night.
Yeah, so I can't take credit. It's my mother-in-law. She's been sewing flags for 30 years, so this is her product, and she does it right in-house.
Okay, and what are customers telling you when they come into the store and they're just trying to buy anything at this point?
We hear common statements like, you know, I've never jumped on something like this. I've never done something like this, but I've always wanted to fly a flag, and this is the time. And they're coming in and they're buying it for some of them are buying flagpoles to put out front of their house. Some of them are buying them just to put on their balconies or in their windows, but they want to make sure that they're showing their Canadian pride this weekend.
And Donald Trump has been saying that Canada will become the 51st state, or he's been making those threats. What are you hearing from people when they talk about that?
No one that has come in to buy the flag agrees with that sentiment there.
They want us to stay Canadian.
They want us to stay Canadian.
And so if you buy a flag like this, what's the best way to show it proudly in your space?
So whenever you're dealing with flags, you want to be respectful in how you're handling them. So you can. People are asking, can you tape it to a window?
Right.
You're not supposed to use it as drapery, but you can tape it and display it proudly in your window. Or we sell flagpoles that you can easily attach to a pillar or a post in front of your house as well.
Okay.
So there's lots of easy ways to display your flag.
Can you tie it to a tree in your yard?
Again, it all comes down to being respectfully. So you could tie it to a tree, but you want to make sure that it's not going to be catching on branches where it's going to get tattered.
Oh, yeah, okay. Any advice for people if they want to buy flags before tomorrow? You will have some flags on hand.
We do have flags. Unfortunately, we did sell out a lot of our smaller sizes, but we're making this size right now in store, and we have bigger sizes in stock.
So anybody who comes in, they want to support local. You're a local shop making local products that is selling right now. You're hearing a lot of people supporting that as well, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what people want. They want to, when they come in, they want to make sure it's made in Canada. You hear it on the news talking about people going to the grocery store and finding those made in Canada, made in Manitoba products. We have great products here in Manitoba that you find in the grocery store. So this is just another made in Manitoba product that we can be proud of.
It's so cool that people are really doing this to support you and to support our country.
It is.
All right. Thank you so much for this. You are open tomorrow?
We typically closed in the wintertime, but we're looking at opening tomorrow now with all the demand here.
So if you're looking for a flag, this is the place to find it in Osborne Village. Thank you so much for this. We really appreciate it.